Welcome back to Hiking with Kathleen. We're still here at Arrowhead Provincial Park, and I'm going to show you a little bit around our campsite itself. And I'm actually going to put out a duck blind here on the site, so it'll give me the opportunity to do some videography right here on the site. We do have some mammals that are a little bit, they're not timid at all. Things like red squirrels, chipmunks, but also just to give you an idea of what the possibilities are when one can video right here animal behavior on their site. Stay with me. The place where I'm considering setting it up right now is just on the other side of that picnic table, just at the start of the buffer zone between campsites, and also far enough away from our fire pit, so I don't have to worry when we're having a fire, that anything is sitting too close to it. So in this area, there's a nice amount of brush. And this is a good place where you get red squirrels, chipmunks, of course birds. And so these are the things that I'm hoping to have a chance to video pretty much up close. You'll see that in our dining shelter, there's no room for us, but we tend to put it up every time we bring our bikes, and in this case our kayaks. These are foldable kayaks that have been put together, assembled so that we've been able to use it out on Arrowhead Lake. But those are also things that we've shown you in previous videos. Okay, now for the duck blind. So it all fits into one pouch. It's 12 pounds, so it's easy enough for me to move it around when I want to bring it to our campsite. Just carry it in the back of the truck. And then if I see that conditions are right, where there's a nice buffer zone and critters are coming close by, what the heck, may as well set it up and see. Oh, it's right by your lights. I know I make it look easy. So we got the duck blind all set up. We don't need screens at this time of year. I originally showed this to you when it was being put on display in the backyard. I had it facing the bird feature, the water feature in the backyard. Turns out I wasn't really able to get any footage that way, but I'm going to try my luck here. And you can see it has zippered openings that I'm able to use to just put my camera out of it and remain hidden for the most part. So it's going to fit my large campfire chair, and so it'll be interesting to see what kind of video footage I might be able to get. Yeah, lots of opportunity here. So, yes, I'm sitting in the duck blind. So we're just cooking up some dinner. Shannon did the prep inside. She's got some rice cooking. We bring with us a rice cooker. And so she's having salmon and I'm having steak. So we're having some mushrooms with that, some green beans, and let's see what else. Okay, I think that pretty well covers it all. so rice and salmon for her, steak for me, and green beans. So we're looking forward to that. Just cooking it on our outside stove, as we often do. Okay. The nice thing is, we've got one of those little metal tables, and I just put hot pots on there. It seems to be just fine. So I just rotate things through. So we've got those small burners, and you might wonder, well, why do we use such small pots? It's because if you use a 7-inch base or smaller, you can get a couple of pots on there. If they're larger, like frying pans and that, well, it's not going to sit directly over the flame, and you won't be able to get two sitting side by side, so you can't cook two things at once. So primarily we use what are called nesting pots. Those are the kinds of pots where the handles fold in, and one pot sits inside of another pot, and that way you can kind of have them as a stackable thing. And then, of course, we still like to use our regular pots where they have fitted lids and that if we're boiling water or something.
You getting cold? Nope. Just wanted to be held.
Got a nice cut of meat. It has a strip of bacon on the outside. So cooking that first. Oops. That's going to get thrown in with the mushrooms.
I know.
Okay.
But it looked like it was going to slip off that.
Okay. Good morning. I'm out here, of course, back in Arrowhead Provincial Park, and I'm making my way over to Stubbs Falls, be able to catch a view of the falls first thing in the morning as the sun is rising, and it's still pretty quiet. We don't have a lot of campers milling about, let's see what sightings might lie ahead for us. So we're trying our hand at being out here on a beautiful sunny day. Shannon's taken off in a different direction. So anyway, I guess we'll probably just meet up back at the camp. So this is the 1st of October, 2022. So this is the time when leaves are starting to really come into their own in terms of the color change. So we're really quite happy that we have a 17 degrees Celsius day. and, you know, actually good low winds, beautiful colors, and it's a weekend. So there are a lot of people that are out here right now. So anyway, it's kind of nice when you can sort of be in your own thoughts when you're out here paddling around on Arrowhead Lake. I found a little peaceful spot where I see only one other canoe in the vicinity here on Arrowhead Lake. So I'm just making my way around the perimeter. The shoreline is interesting, but also it's the chance you might have of seeing wildlife or even fish, like, which is wildlife, of course, but because in the shallower water they have a better chance of you know, growing when they're young fish, because the shallow water warms up faster. So anyway, I'm just feeling like I'm in a little bit of solitude here. There are a lot of other kayakers and canoeists that are out here, so, but there's still lots of room for everyone. Like we're going to be catching up with Shannon shortly. I just turned around. She's heading my way. Where she was headed, there's a whole bunch of kayakers that were heading that way. We would like to tackle the East River, but I think it'd be really nice to do, and it's not quite so crowded. Hi, babykins. I heard them all saying they were going to go as far as they could go, so that whole group that went in after us, they were all headed there, and I thought, wouldn't it be nice to just sort of feel like you're in solitude?
I didn't know where you were. I got to the
Well, I know, honey, you were gone like a bat out of hell.
Well, I was just making my way to the bridge, and I was going to wait out front, and I thought, where are you?
No, and then I just figured, you know what, there is nobody here. Yeah, we're paddling over to a little creek that actually flows under the footbridge that I showed you in another video. Last year we could go, but only so far, because we were concerned that the beavers, who had, you know, chewed up some sticks, might have punctured that inflatable kayak we were using last year. So we figured we've got ones that are like armor here. We'll give that one a whirl. And then we'll try that East River creek or river. I guess it's the Little East River. And we will try that another time when it's not quite so busy out there. Whoa, great blue heron. It's not impressed with us. That's pretty cool. Oh, there's two. There's another one that's on the shore. Got a pontoon plane flying overhead. We don't see those in southwestern Ontario. Wow, that's pretty neat. So we're excited to go through this again because we know that we've got hard plastic kayaks that will be more resilient to low patches and branchy areas. Oh, I love this. pretty low. It's okay. Just have to make sure the cameras don't get knocked off. Because I have the one in the front and the one in the back. And with these low branches, okay, you just have to keep clearing them. And it gets narrower. Yes, my rudder barely did. Whoops. Oh, this is cool back here. I love this. I'm not sure if we make it to the point where that footbridge goes over the water. We'll find that out. Oh, okay, there's a beaver dam. Okay. We'll have to see what that looks like up close. Part about beaver dams that makes it tricky is then you get caught up on the sticks. And the water is actually flowing. It's a current. Whoa. Yeah, I think so. Okay. We're going to try it again. Okay. Just sort of meanders around. going against the current, which will be easier on our way out. Yeah, we would never been able to do this in our inflatable. It's not very deep. Game trail right out of here. Shannon's a little bit caught up now. I know.
I should have brought my letter.
Oops. Okay. If you want, you can go on ahead.
No, you don't want to see me.
Here, I'm not worried about that. I just thought because I don't want my cameras to fall off.
I can go ahead.
Shannon's not a moose lover when she's
I'll go
surprised
ahead. I
by
just don't want to be startled by a moose in the water. Right now I'm grounded. I'm on a sandbar.
sandbar. Okay.
I'm gonna back up. There we go.
I know, this is where we are. She just pushed me out of the way.
Don't go that way, you'll get stuck.
Okay. Now we're okay. What's going on with these clouds? And I don't want there to be rain. Gosh, that's what happened the last time we got out in kayaks. Okay. Whoa, just a second, because I don't want to lose the cameras. All right. Huh. Okay. I'm going to back her up. I'm going to let you go ahead because we got a bit of a buildup of branches there. Okay. For those of you old enough to remember, we're going to let Mikey go. Mikey likes everything. There's a cereal commercial. Did that help? No. Might have wedged her. Well, that's okay, honey, because you don't want to dump your... Watch your camera. Watch your camera. Maybe it's not worth it.
I was almost through it.
I know. All right. We've gone way farther than what we did last time. Okay, I'm going to shut down the cameras because I don't want to lose them on these branches. Okay, we just came out of that narrow creek or river. They really endured a lot of abuse in there. Yeah, we were banging them around, and it was just, they were just taking it in stride. So the only worry I had wasn't about the ability of these things to take those sticks and branches and things. It was whether or not I would lose these cameras because they're on a gooseneck. They're on a gooseneck stand. So anyway, oh my God. These Tucktec's are awesome. Yeah, we were just remarking on the experience. This is the kind of stuff that we enjoy. Where you're kind of going down passageways that you don't know where they're going to lead. And you don't know if you can get through them, right?
Yeah. I like the challenge and the adventure of what's around the next little bend.
Yeah.
Hopefully not a hungry bear.
She's hoping the challenge isn't a hungry bear. You just have to take it all in stride. Well, you know what? There's been a cloud layer that's moved in, and I'm not worried about it dropping rain on us right now, but it might change how the next 5 days or so we're supposed to go. So this is Saturday, October 1st, and we had some really great weather booked in. You know, sunny skies, 10-20% chance of rain. But that's okay, because I mean, we have had days of rain, and we've made good use of them. But right now, we're just kind of itching to be outside. We're planning to go to Algonquin Park for a day trip in a couple of days. So we're kind of waiting for the weekend crowd to, you know, enjoy their time, and then we'll go after them. Where do you want to go? You want to go around the perimeter? Do you want to just head back to the site? What do you feel like?
It doesn't really to me, that's why I asked you.
Yeah, because, I mean, we've done the thing we came here to do. And the next time we'll want to tackle that Little East River. I think that's what that's called.
Yeah.
The one that leads to Stubbs Falls. We aren't going to go over the falls. That's not the challenge we're looking for. But we're looking to get down there as far as we can. And Shannon already did a dry run. When I was, I think that's when I was in Algonquin with my cousin Stephen.
Yeah, I took the kayak down to the falls.
About that Little East River that you took to Stubbs Falls.
Yeah, it was quite shallow in spots, and you had to maneuver around fallen trees and stuff. It was manageable, mind you. I mean, I didn't feel like it was dangerous by any means. You could get out and walk it if you had to. You could walk down the river, to be honest.
Really?
Yeah, it was like the Thames.
Okay.
You know, it was parts of it like that. Yeah, it was pretty though, because you're going through the woods.
Yeah, it's a different scenario. We're not real big fans of open water. I mean, open water's fine, but that's why we kind of stick to the edges, right? Because then, like we saw those 2 great blue herons today, if you don't stick to the edges, you'll see nothing right across. You might see the odd cormorant, and that's pretty. But as far as wildlife goes, you sometimes have to go right along the edges to be able to stir them, you know, so that their movement catches your eye. Yeah, so we're going to continue on, and this is going to wrap up today's video. Thanks a lot for joining us. Hey, honey bun. Yeah? You know what time it is? Yeah. It's tea time. We're going to go in for a tea. Shanna's wiping out hers. I just want you to see all the branches that are in mine.
And no, she didn't tip the canoe.
Shannon wanted hers to come out looking like she, didn't get any water in it, didn't get any twigs in it.
What? It's because I have waterproof socks. I do. I have waterproof socks. My feet are dry. These things are awesome. And I can wear them with my stylish clothes.
All right, well, we're going to leave you on that note, that somehow waterproof socks means you're not going to have a wet bottom in the canoe.
Well,
anyway.
It's